Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. A very important episode of The Comeback City.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. This is tough. This is tough to get through.
This is going to be a serious one.
Tonight,
Yeah.
we found out
Oh, wow.
the official release date for the Midnight expansion, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. March 2nd, 2026. We will be in Midnight, actually.
Wow. Lance, I gotta say, this has been a really tough time for us the last, month. We've been so sad about everything that's gone on. But to come out with this information,
I mean,
it's official, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a comeback kid, if you love World of Warcraft, if you love gaming with the boys or girls and hanging out and chilling out after a long day of work and grinding, let me get some ones in the chat, dude.
wait a second.
Let's get some ones in the chat, baby.
Can I just cut you off? I know you have to do everything to set this stream up. I know you do it all. You put it all on your back. But could you at least tighten my mic?
Probably right.
You know?
You're probably right.
I mean, if you're going to do it, do it right.
Holy shit, Gino. That's the biggest one I've ever seen in my entire life.
Did you craft your own one?
Yo, Gino just put on Twitch chat. Tighten the mic. Pause. Wait a second.
Did the Blizzard check cheer you up? Actually,
Yo, shit.
Listen.
I wish.
Blizzard sent me that check. It said the reason for the check was being the best shill.
Listen, we've only done one thing ever for Blizzard, and it was a short. My favorite project I've ever done. It was so much fun to do. It was actually on Mr. Pandaria Classic. Really, really awesome short. Awesome to work with the team. They were great. That's probably the best I got. But, ladies and gentlemen, how we all doing in the chat, dude? Guys, happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving. Hoping everyone's having a safe holiday season so far. Now it's about to really kick off into the big, the three juggernauts. I guess you could say. You got the back-to-back. You got the Thanksgiving, the Christmas, the New Year.
Right,
if you celebrate all these things. Hoping everyone's good. If you guys are here early and you're happy to be alive, happy to be here, be thankful. Just, keep participating, keep showing love in the chat, keep talking, keep goofing off, and we got a packed show tonight. We actually have a lot to dive into. We got some news, we got a forum freakout segment, we got the weekly cooldown, of course, we got a hot take debate if we have the time, and do we have a memory lane by any chance?
I believe we do.
Okay, if
we
do,
also have a
great.
surplus of stories sent in this week, so we could fit in a story or two, and none of them are 36 pages.
Also, really important, guys, once again, we do have a major announcement, because we have such an awesome community. Shout out to Gino. He is giving away 2 free tickets to BlizzCon that he purchased for the guild. If you want a chance at earning them, you send us your stories over on Discord. You send them over to Lance, the Comeback Kids. You send them over at Discord, and it's pretty much the story is going to be based off why you love World of Warcraft, why you fell in love with it, why you're so passionate, why you enjoy it so much, and it's such a big part of your life. And what makes you just happy about playing World of Warcraft still to this day, however many years later. So if you want to dive into that and jump in and participate, you're more than welcome. Anyone's available. Anyone can get a ticket here, ladies and gentlemen. So shout out to Gino for that one. Kiko had an amazing,
No, Kiko, it's not a shot at you. You had an amazing 10 out of 10 story.
Yeah, absolutely awesome.
These other ones are just a little bit, they're itty bitty.
They're bite-sized. Yeah, Kiko had a phenomenal story. We got so many comments on the last stream about it, so it was really awesome to check out, guys. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited for tonight's show. Anyone doing anything special for Thanksgiving? Anyone going to see some family? Is anyone traveling? Are you having people over? Are you going to a family event? Talk to me really quick before we get into the craziness that is, of course, World of Warcraft. We're all human beings too. Let's talk about what's happening over this week and over the next couple weeks. I will say, to start us off, I am going to be going to my family's house tomorrow. We have usually a big tradition since I'm a big Cowboy fan. We, eat the Thanksgiving. We see all our family. We watch the Cowboys lose. It's going to be an awesome Thanksgiving, just like every year. So just, curious, what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving, just to see what's going on? Watching the CBKs, avoiding the fam. That's great.
Oh, actually, Sky, we got invited to a little turkey bowl.
Did we really?
Yeah.
Tomorrow
morning.
When were you going to tell me that? I don't even have cleats.
Just found out. I mean,
what am I going to do?
It's probably not going to be a super serious game, but
with Dave, they usually are.
Not with him.
Oh, buddy. I don't even have cleats, guys.
Dave has his own semi-pro team. He's not throwing those games anymore.
Crazy. Hanging out with my brother. Sadly, I will miss Pilgrim's Bounty this year. Yeah. A lot of people might be doing that. Mega, I know last year you had an awesome family event. I'm dying to see some of those pictures, by the way. Very interested to see what's going on there. Going to the grandparents' house for some amazing food. Nice, let's go. Eating turkey, nice.
Oh!
Jason with the Comeback Kids membership, baby. Yo, if you guys are a Comeback Kid, if you are a member, put some Comeback Kid icons in the chat, baby. Thanksgiving, man. A lot to be thankful for, guys. All jokes aside. Since this is sort of our celebration of Thanksgiving as, a guild, I would say, for the Comeback Kid, for sure, gotta be thankful for, of course, our community. We gained over, I think, about 20 to 25,000 subscribers this year. It's a very big thing to do. I'm very proud of that. Very, very happy. And we haven't even hit the, the big pre-patch hype cycle yet, which I'm sure leading into the launch, we will hit 100,000 subscribers very soon, guys. I am absolutely incredibly thankful. Genuinely, I know there's jokes. I know Jason's joking all the fucking time. But for real, though, all jokes aside, I am very, very thankful for every single one of you. I'm so excited, so happy about the new expansion. And I'm so proud of the community and what we have. And I'm proud of Lance for being a part of it. And I'm just happy. So, anything you want to say?
Listen,
Lance?
I'm thankful that we have an announcement date. Huh?
Yeah, that's going to be cool.
Now we just need to know when that pre-patch is.
That is going to be freaking sick.
By the way, guys, I know we spoke about it a couple of weeks ago. Work is heavy underway designing the shirts for midnight, right?
Yeah, that is very true. And
when Oh! What was that?
Mohawks with the 10 gifted subbies.
Wait, Sky. I don't have that button here.
We don't, but we do have it here, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are here, ring the horn like this, ladies and gentlemen. You got to do it like this. Ring the horn because it is huge in the chat.
Yeah.
Get some huges in the chat, dude. 10 gifted subs. Wow, thank you so much. Mohawks, thank you so much. Let me know if I'm pronouncing your name right. That is super, super kind of you. Really, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, if you want to show some love, give them some thanks. 10 gifted subs. Guys, that's a lot of money to be, donating to a community. That's a very big deal. There's a lot of thankfulness, man. Can we get to the roasting session? It's crazy.
We'll get there.
Wow, no. This late kind of sucks. I'm not going to lie, especially when you're going through a soul shuffle. Yeah, that is true. Nailed it. Nice. Mohawks, let's go. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate the love. I don't think I've seen you in the streams before. I don't know. Is this your first time? It would have said first time chat, so I guess not. I guess I just didn't remember your name. Sorry, buddy. If that's the case, sorry about that. Packers stay winning. Oh, man. Yeah, you just got Micah Parsons from us, by the way.
Who would I rather win that game?
I think we want the Packers to win. I think
We gotta look at seeding.
It's really Detroit and San Fran that we need to lose consistently.
Yeah.
So, I don't
Zero
know.
cents. I'm just a bit late. Zero, what's up, buddy? I'm just a bit late. Sky and Lance, dressed for success and ready for a festive evening of story reading for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Lance looks very sharp right now, ladies and gentlemen. But I think we're ready. I think we're ready. Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an insane hype train. I was just about to get into the show, but if you're in the chat, another 5 gifted subs in the chat. Let's get some huge in the chat. If you guys are a Twitch member, Twitch subscriber, if you're a YouTube member, get some huges in the chat right now. Guys, that's awesome. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. We're on a ridiculous hype train right now. I think we're close to beating our record ever. So that's really, really kind of you guys.
That's actually
Thank
insane.
you so much.
You guys are giving us even more to be thankful. Like, how can we be any more? Guys, we're so thankful.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. I don't think I have the huge icon.
On Twitch, you should have it.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah, you should. You should.
On Twitch, I think they just give it to everyone who's a follower.
Thank you guys so much. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to every single one of you. I'm excited to see all our pictures tomorrow of all the food. I want to see what you guys are about in the community, off-topic chat. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are officially going to dive into now. Hey, where's...
While he's doing that, guys, we got this. I get to help out more on the stream now. Be a cute little guy. I got this thing that I can click the buttons on to go to the next segments. So
Yeah. Lance is about to dive in.
I'm like the producer now, a little bit of the stream. So
Okay, that's crazy.
You know.
I had this the whole time? Yeah, dude, you had all those emotes the entire time. Stream deck duties, yeah, exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the weekly cooldown. All right, it's time for the weekly cooldown. Your full recap of everything that went down in World of Warcraft this week, from blue posts and patch notes to clash changes, leaks, and more. We're breaking it all down for you right now, whether you missed a day or the whole week. Click that Hearthstone and get ready, because this is your reset. Boom. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you guys heard the intro, man. Time to dive in the news, the weekly cooldown, everything wrapped up in a tight little segment to bring you all the comfort of news, updates, and content right to your front door, like a Thanksgiving turkey. Am I right?
Oh.
Diving into it first, ladies and gentlemen, probably one of the bigger announcements of the day, of course. We officially got the release date for Midnight World of Warcraft. What are we thinking?
Well, I think just last week, you and I both said it's either the last week of February or the first week of March or something like that.
I remember saying something in the 20s of March, or February, excuse me. I wasn't expecting March, I'm going to be honest. I wasn't expecting March. Now, the question I have for you all, ladies and gentlemen, since you guys are in the chat, this is very important. Do you guys think this is enough time for Blizzard to finish everything they need before this expansion's tidied up with a bow, ready to be delivered for the public? What do you think? Between details, all the UI, the integrations of replacing a ton of add-ons, the expansion, no bugs, clean launch, everything like that. Holy shit, I owe Sir Dude 2 dances. The next time I do a gameplay stream, I'm screwed. I'm literally dead.
Just dance.
Just dance. It's crazy. I owe this dude 2 dances. Lauren says no. Zero says, I think they're past their 8-week cadence.
Yes, they will.
Shit.
Well, it depends, because what if their 8-week cadence comes, and that's when pre-patch comes, and then we're 4 weeks away from that?
Faith in Blizzard low, but still hopeful, I guess? Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. If you want my complete, honest transparency, as someone who's actually on Blizzard's side most of the time, not blindly, obviously, I do think this is really quick. And the reason I believe that is because we have holidays conflicting with a lot of things. That's minimum a week and a half off. Like, minimum, you have to take a week and a half off just between that. Max 2 weeks, I would say.
Yeah,
so
like D-Jug says, they basically got 2 months to get it all right with the holiday break.
Yeah, so you have that. You have the fact that they're creating and recreating and updating and handling all the UI stuff as a whole with add-ons and everything, they got to get that done as well. So not only do they have more on their plate at a faster cadence, they also have the, racetrack that is maneuvering around through the holidays. So everybody knows, everybody works in here for the most part. Holiday season can get very, very stressful, tying in family with work and other situations. Now imagine, trying to entertain millions upon millions of people with something in a product to be delivered. It's got to be delivered properly. So, little bit stressful. What do you think, Lance? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously, this expansion's a bigger swing than they've taken since, Dragonflight they kept safe, at least for nothing big changes of the game. War Within, Warbands were the biggest things that I would say would have messed up.
Okay.
And they were a little bit buggy at first. Everyone remember, I think, the auction house didn't work for part of the beginning of the War Within, and other things weren't working, but overall it was fine.
Yeah.
Making sure all these add-ons I don't think they're gonna be perfect by launch. And I think someone in the chat already said, I don't even know if that's the plan, right? It's just make it so it's playable and it's enjoyable for most people, and then continue to work on them throughout all of Midnight.
Trill says it'll be fine with the update cadence they have lately. They'll fix things quickly. Season 2 will be a big move. I think Season 2 will be the big time raid / full sweet spot of the season. Also, They're doing this for the first time. The likelihood for success for first time is low, which isn't bad, but more likely. I don't necessarily disagree. We do have to remember, when you're sort of wiping the slate clean, it's very hard to get it right the first time around. Well, usually things like that take time.
Perfect.
I think we just need to get it right.
Get it being
perfect
right
is close to impossible.
I don't think getting it right is that hard.
You don't think so?
I don't think it's going to be that hard
to get it to remember the Nightfall event? Hard to get that right.
But that's different than that's going on server infrastructure and how the servers run when there's a million people there. That's another thing.
That'll never get
getting
fixed.
Add-ons or getting the replacement add-ons to feel playable, I think they'll be okay.
Ooh, Blue Frosty. Shout out to you, man. God bless you and the family. Went through something like that with Lance not too long ago. It is a very tough time to be going through things like that. I'm gonna send you some prayers. If you need anyone to talk to, you can hit me up in Discord. More than welcome to chat to you, man. You're not alone. Remember that. Remember to be positive. Remember to be thankful. That's what Thanksgiving's for, right? Keep your chin up. But I agree. Maybe you are right. I guess server infrastructure and I guess the overall sense of UI integration. Jeez Louise. Cypress with another 5 gifted subs. Absolutely insane.
Thank you all so much. That is...
Wow. If you guys are in the chat, let's get some huges in the chat, dude. Insane. Absolutely nuts. If you guys want to use your points on those giant emotes, get the huge giant emotes in the chat over on Twitch, guys. Crazy. Thank you so much, Cypress. That is 20 subs on the night. You guys are insane. You guys really don't have to do that. Wow. Really, you don't have to, but thank you.
No, really, you don't have to, but,
Ballin'. That's great. Terrible. Shout out to Blue Frosty, man. God bless, man. If you need anyone to chat to, believe me, this Discord talk to, relate to, and get through some things. Dan Brown, what's going on, baby? How we doing? But it is official, ladies and gentlemen. March 2nd. It's right around the corner.
There's 2. Hold on. I want to look at the calendar real quick.
Okay. And they also did release a trailer that I did want to watch with you guys. Big huges from Cherry. And I learned something today. What'd you learn, buddy? Oh, noes. Let me see if we can't pull this bad boy up. You want to watch this thing?
Yeah.
Okay, let me, let's do an audio check here. Make sure we're not popping everyone's ears out.
I will break your world. You can't even break one elf.
Love to see it. You love to see it. I mean, by the way, really quick, how many of you guys actually enjoyed that cinematic? It seems like online there was a lot of like backlash about it.
You
just
mean
a
the
lot
actual
of different
full
things.
cinematic?
I'm
right?
talking about the actual cinematic
Okay.
of the like Midnight World of Warcraft. How do you all honestly, no BS, no, leaning too much one way? What are your honest opinions about it? Because I genuinely, looking back on it, I really fucking enjoyed it. I really do. Has the stream frozen for anyone? Let me see. Over on YouTube, I have perfect connection. It might be a Twitch thing tonight. Let me get my second feed up. Hold on. Sorry, guys. It's giving me no notifications that things are slow, so it might be a Twitch thing. YouTube, I haven't gotten one notification that it's slowing down.
Everyone on YouTube working?
Yeah, YouTube seems perfectly fine.
I mean, I really enjoyed that cinematic, and I actually just showed it to our little stepbrother.
Yep.
And it was the first like cinematic of WoW he's seen, so he didn't see, all the other ones, right? But he thought it was really cool and it made him want to start playing the game.
Well, imagine. Anyways, of course, we all know what's coming with Midnight World of Warcraft. You got the housing early access coming next week. The Epic Edition, you're able to play a couple days early. They got the Epic Edition trailer.
What's the early access date?
3 days early access, so 3 days before that. It's 28th of February? I assume. Wouldn't that be just the last day of February?
Let me see.
Twitch stream is fine now, just take up. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I don't know, dude. Go on YouTube, I'm at the casino watching. Yo, Dan, that's crazy. Music's loud. Oh, shit. Sorry about that.
So we would be getting it on
Sorry about
probably the 26th of February.
My bad.
By the way,
February 27th.
guys, if you go 8 weeks from December 2nd, it puts us at a February, what is that? Tuesday there. It's February 3rd, I believe.
Pre-patch?
So that would be pre-patch, which puts us exactly 1 month from March 2nd.
Yeah, I mean, don't you guys think it's kind of crazy that we're already wrapping up the War Within? I feel like it was just yesterday I was leveling up my characters through the War Within, experiencing the zones for the first time, flying through Hollowfall for the first time ever, watching the Shard change from light to void.
Well, to be fair,
like-
this is, and I could be wrong, but this is the fastest expansion
It
from
has to
start to
be.
finish ever,
There's
right?
no way. It has to be. It has to be. There's no way. There's just no way.
Yeah, it was super speed.
It was light speed.
Yeah.
And I think it's just so crazy to think about, like, we're in and out of this expansion so fast, and it's just fun to think about. I don't know. A bunch of stuff here that they're talking about, the release date, yada yada yada. I don't think there's anything of like actual substance that we don't already know, other than the old.
Speaking of
the old
Eritors,
badass.
anyone reading Blood Ties or read it fully yet?
Dog time. Missed those 3K Tinder boxes.
Oh, true.
Shit, true. Man, I used to convert all of my Delve currency to Tinder boxes and just sell them. So much money, bro. And I used to do it across like 5-6 characters. Man, I was a fiend season 1. Whew. What times have changed.
Yeah, even though season 1 had the worst
Mythic Plus gameplay.
no, the worst delve rewards out of the 3 seasons, I did the most delves in season 1 because of that.
Did you really?
Yeah, the Tinder boxes were
Yeah, the Tinder boxes were freaking awesome.
insane.
Also, Blizzard's in-game damage meter needs massive improvements. How many of you have been on the beta and have tested out Blizzard's new details meter? I will say, I've been on beta a good amount of hours at this point, and I'm going to be completely honest, it is not good. It needs so much work. Like, it is clunky. It doesn't show information properly. It doesn't give me a percentage of what did what. It's just raw numbers.
Oh man.
Nothing's color-coded. It's all one color. And I don't know if they're just putting it out in a functioning state to see what's going on first. But let me tell you, Lance, you know how usually I'll call you and be like, yeah, this is phenomenal. This is amazing. They're doing good stuff. I'm really excited about that. This is not one of those things at all. Right now, I'm a little bit worried. We're, month and a half away from pre-patch. Wow, that's crazy to think. Are we a month and a half? Holy shit, we almost are. That's scary.
What?
I guess 2 months. But it's just, it's bad. It's really, really bad. It's really clunky. It's really annoying to move around and get right. Have you tested it out yet?
Damage meters? No.
Someone who's only played the last few months trying beta, I felt completely lost and not able to get things the way I like. Obviously, they'll fix it, but a bit concerning on the turnaround time. Yeah, for sure. And going to be a big strain on teams during holidays while many people take vacations because of burnout. Oh, yeah, may cause burnout. Absolutely. And that's one thing I'm very, very worried about as well. It's placeholder until they work out the contracts with the details devs. Shit, if that's what's happening, get them over. I don't care what it takes.
I'll tell you what, I still want it to look like that, just from the first look, though, where it shows the class that the person is and then the color.
Yeah. I think it's pretty good. It's definitely a start.
Well, the look of it looks good.
It's just the integration in itself it's just bad. It's really, really bad. And a lot of people tend to agree, and Wowhead even made an article about this video about it. Some of the big issues, the detail damage meter automatically clears all data whenever you zone out of something, so you can't even check the data. If there's a disconnect or anything like that as well, clears it as well. No death recap, that's an issue. Breakdowns are very hard to read and don't give much information, which is absolutely right. The numbers are all over the place. Even self-damage, friendly fire damage, are counted towards DPS.
Ooh.
So, not good. Interrupt and Dispel breakdown is counted by the spell used and not the spell that it was used on. There's no combat timer on how long a fight is. UI is non-intuitive, which pretty much it's just very clunky and hard to use and really annoying in a very easy breakdown sense. Now, with that being said, we do have to say, how long are they going to keep it like this? What are they going to do? What is the move? Well, Blizzard's already acting on it. They just recently put out a blue post saying many requested features coming to in-game damage meter in midnight beta. I haven't read this yet. I kind of wanted to keep it, fresh right on the stream. So let's dive into it. Let's see if they address any of these sort of issues. Lance, can you read this? Can you see?
Yeah. Hello. We have some thoughts for those of you who are testing the damage meter's function. This is something we consider to be in heavy ongoing development, and we rolled it out when we did because we didn't want to do endgame testing without it.
Okay.
Okay. The damage meters in the beta today are far from their final form. There's a lot of custom handling that damage meter add-ons and sites like Warcraft logs used to consolidate damage sources from player spells like Whirlwind or Immolation Aura into a single event. We will have similar handling in place in a few weeks. Currently, several encounters, mechanics, and self-damage sources are being picked up by damage meters. These are bugs and are being fixed. Based on this feedback, we're going to adjust how damage from pets and guardians is sorted, with the goal of those being intermingled in the list from most to least damage dealt, instead of always sorting to the bottom.
Okay.
There are a lot of display settings already available in options, but we're iterating on and improving the formatting of your defaults. An example of this, in a future beta update, the default damage done view will show both total and DPS side by side.
Oh, that's kind of cool, I guess.
We're working on an enemy damage taken breakdown so you can see how much damage each enemy in an encounter took from each player. This is several weeks out. We're also working on a death recap functionality because it's important to have a clear understanding of what caused a death. Okay? Over the next few weeks, we'll implement many updates to damage meters, always considering that cosmetic or readability changes are a lower priority than basic functionality.
For sure.
And again, we turned on the damage meters in the beta before implementing all of the above to get early feedback. This feedback is super useful, and we want to prioritize our work based on what's going on, be the most important / impactful to players. So thank you very much, and keep it coming.
Yeah, I mean, that pretty much, it's the Band-Aid. That's what they need to say
You ever
right now.
popcorn read me again like that? I'm gonna lose it.
I mean, that's what they need to say right now. Everybody knows that's what they need to say. I mean, You know, they're like that player after a game.
Listen,
it was
it's
a
a
bad
beta.
game. Yeah.
It's a beta.
You had a bad game.
You're allowed to implement things before it's done in a beta. That's why it's here. And by the way, the earlier the better.
Yeah.
That way, even if it's like very early stages, give your feedback and let them know what they need to add so they actually get it in.
Yeah, I think what they said is pretty accurate. I also think there's a lot of work to be done. And listen, you want me to be honest? The pan is hot. It's on them, and they're in the kitchen. They're in the fire. You either get the shit right and you get it done, heading toward a launch that a lot of people are hoping and expecting to be really good. You know, people who are negative about the game are praying for it to be bad. Do not give them an excuse to shit on your game. Give me a reason to praise it. Give everyone a reason to praise you.
They're gonna shit on it regardless.
Maybe. But don't give your fans reason to. Don't give us ammunition. If they want to whip out this whole schnob of like, we're gonna completely reform what, you know, World of Warcraft is top to bottom with add-ons like, okay, let's do it. But now it's time to put your money where your mouth is.
The thing is, the whole add-on thing doesn't really affect me so much.
Okay.
I don't use that many add-ons.
True.
I
don't
already
use that much either.
transitioned to only using cooldown manager anyway.
Yeah, same.
I don't even have weak wars installed
Same.
on my game right now.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I kind of deleted everything just to prepare the little bit of things that, except I still have details.
Details
Come
is
on.
good. You need it. Let's check out what some people said. W, what do you mean? I thought what we see day one of the beta is what gets released 6 months later. Functionality is several weeks out. It's 10 weeks several, because that's probably around the time when the expansion will launch. It's all in the details. What do you think will happen if things go south with add-ons? Shoo!
They're not. I'll tell you what. They're not going to just turn add-ons back on or allow them to be.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen is they're going to keep us in the mud, in the dirt, in the muck for a while until they figure it out. There is no going back anymore. What's done is done, and it's either going to be at least playable on launch, or we're going to be in trouble. And I'm not even being drastic. I'm not trying to be dramatic. This could ruin an expansion launch, the things that they're doing. I'm just being honest. It could ruin an expansion launch if they do not... If it's like nuclear level bad, it can. But I don't think it'll be that bad. I don't think it'll be great, by the way. I think it'll be passable and functional. I don't think most people will enjoy it. But through time and by the season 2, it will actually be very good and everyone will be happy by that time. But most of the player base that usually comes and goes, they'll be out the door by then anyway.
Would that not bleed a lot of players? Yeah, but I don't think so. Making a decision like this is not a decision for a quick little short term.
Yeah, no. It's a long haul battle, baby.
They're trying
the
to
long
do
haul.
this for the future of the game.
Yeah.
Which is all the more reason why I feel like the people who think that WoW 2 is coming out after The Last Titan and they're going to make a new game, this just kind of proves that they're definitely not. They wouldn't go through all this work of disarming all these add-ons to then, in 2 years from now, guys, new MMOs coming out.
Mhm.
So I don't know. But yeah, it could bleed a lot of players in the short term. But if they do ever get it official, like 100%, it's good. It's like in a great spot. I think it's so much better for the longevity of the game and new players coming into the game.
Yeah. So even if they lose players, they're hoping changes will bring in enough new players to compensate.
Maybe not just new players, maybe even
Well,
returning players.
Let's be honest. You don't really lose World of Warcraft players anymore. If you're playing World of Warcraft in the last 3 years, it's really just how long is your next break? Because typically, if you're still playing by the time Shadowlands, Dragonflight, War Within, you usually just take an extended break and then come check things out when new things happen. That's what happens with retail WoW players. Classic players, they're going to still play Classic till the day they die. I don't know how they do it. I love Classic WoW, but they want to do it for 20 years and they want to run their GDKPs forever. It's fine. But retail WoW players, they just take extended breaks, check out some new video games, and then come back. So there is no losing players. It's more like, can we potentially bring new and, potential new players into the game? Like maybe older Classic players where things are easy and more accessible to dive into? Or could we make things very cool and easy to the point where a new player can pick it up? because one of the biggest problems World of Warcraft has ever had over the last 5 years, and actually more than that, I would say 10, is that it's just too hard to dive into. So they clean up that problem, they can bring some new players back into the game.
I mean, yeah, you hit the nail on the head.
I
And
quit
they're
and
doing
watch.
they're doing a lot of things to
Yeah.
a lot of things to help new and returning players get into the game, right? Like that whole leveling thing again. You know?
Could a concurrent player count reach 500k again? I think we are beyond that.
We have no way of knowing what the concurrent player count is, right?
Sure, but I mean,
But I would bet it's
if I had to bet money, I would say we are higher than 500,000 for sure. I mean, we're talking 8 million active subs. You know,
I would say probably more. At peak times, I think it's definitely more. I think there's definitely slow times where
for sure.
Obviously not,
For
but-
sure, but like during patch days, absolutely. Way bigger than that.
yeah.
Bro, we're talking hundreds of servers slammed.
I mean, there's no way like
like
especially the launch of an expansion, there's millions.
this guy cooking on that, been on a 3-month break. That's crazy. I think Modern has more of a chance to get new players than Classic does at this point. I think so too. I'll say it like that just because of the barrier to entry is a lot less, especially now you want to go through a laundry list of I need this add-on exactly. Well, then let's just hope short-term pain is worth it. I agree. And listen, you know when you're in a sense of rebuild, there's always a bite the bullet moment for the betterment of the future. There's always that moment you gotta bite it. You got to sacrifice some resources. You got to sacrifice some functionality and some decisions and what's the word? Convenience for accessibility, because it's very fucking convenient for Blizzard to say, hey, we don't have to do any of this. Let's just make another expansion. It's so convenient. It's so easy for them to leave problems to the community to figure out with add-ons and mods and bullshit. The hard thing and the difficult and the tough road to be taken is the one that says, we're going to go against that. We're going to go against the judgment that we've been doing because it's lazy, and they have them solving problems rather than us doing it ourselves. And they're taking the high road. They're making the difficult decisions. That's going to cost them at first, but it's going to be way better for the game in the end. Right or wrong?
Yeah, and I've said stuff like that before, right? Like the disarmament of these add-ons is a huge swing, and they're
9.4 million. Wow.
that's insane. I don't even know if would that be with or without China. Probably without. But in any case, this swing is like, yeah, by the way, when you swing for the fences, you could strike out, but you also could hit the home run.
Yeah. I'd rather them swing for something rather than fucking bunt
Take
the
a
ball.
bunt. Yeah, don't take the bunt. Like,
I'm over that, man.
swing for the fences.
Yeah, like,
And by the way, and you know, everyone says that they played War Within safe. They added some really good feet. Like, warbands are...
I think-
that's revolutionary.
I think they took a lot of risks. War Within. Just delves and warbands alone, like, that's big. But then what about...
8-week cadence
What
of
about...
content?
Yeah, that. But then also, what about them starting to do things like reintegrate older systems and content that they used to have that they put a lot of time into, such as Horrific Visions? Like, you know, that's gonna be a thing now. Like, they're tying in these old systems and content into, like, they're making things evergreen out of thin air. For example, they're doing War Within lore walking, where you get to do the story campaign only of the War Within on its biggest moments. They can do that for every expansion ever. They have lore walking in general with just mini stories of very important characters. Like, they've never done that before. That's brand new. Like, the shit War Within has added is brand new. Like, I'm sorry, Dragonflight was a copy-paste templated type expansion, other than, obviously, talents, but...
Hey, dragon riding was insane.
No,
too.
it was, but not to the point of this. Like, the things they were doing are revolutionary.
But all they have to do is, if they just keep doing every expansion, you add one thing that's like evergreen, we're gonna have forever. Like, okay, you add dragon riding.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't even remember what regular flying is like.
Oh, it's bad. Let me tell you, it's not good.
Now, warbands. After this expansion, the thought of not having a warband is gonna be absurd. And I'm not even someone who plays a lot of alts, but it will be absurd. Delves. Like, by midnight, yeah, or Last Titan, really, but it'd be like, wow, there was a world without delves?
Mega,
What the
you're right, by the way.
What the hell did people who played solo do?
Yeah, it's insane.
You just had world quests?
I mean, I don't know if you remember what we would do. Do you remember what we would
Yeah, it
do?
was just arena.
We would just do arena
And PvP.
on our off time.
Yeah.
Because we don't like Mythic Plus. So we would just queue up arena. And in Dragonflight specifically, we would just queue up solo shuffle a couple times for the night and then log off. It left us nowhere for PvE. Delves have completely changed PvE content. Delves are the best thing Blizzard has added in 15 years in terms of raw content. I think it's better than Mythic Plus.
Yeah.
Because everyone can get involved, whether you're solo or in a group. It can get you good gear and get you caught up to do the other bits of
Or
endgame
get you
content
be able,
raiding.
like, ready to raid, yeah. Myscarth, Dragonflight felt way too friendshipy overall in vibes for me. Be able to last longer than a month. Yes, dragon riding was great and talents were good, but the vibes killed that expansion for me. When did you start? Because I feel like that friendshipy thing didn't really even...
That
it was
just
the last
that was,
patch.
Shit, you think
Like
so?
the last patch. Yeah, it was the last patch. I wouldn't say at the beginning of it, it wasn't. And the Razagath story was pretty dope.
I don't know enough about the lore to even comment.
The first patch was not like that.
I couldn't say. So that's a Lance. That's a Lance one right there. But yeah, Mega, I totally agree. Dragonflight was more about fixing the game in sense of gameplay. 100%. I started in 2004, played Warcraft 2 and 3 in the olden days. Yeah, I would say that's probably why you would think that, because getting introduced during that period, it's a completely different video game. And not in the sense that one's better or one's worse. It's just different tones in different, what's the word? Like, I guess tone is the word, right? Just different tones in general. Very tight, grounded stories, and now you go to something else where typically when you get to the point where a universe is expanding to the point where World of Warcraft is, you have to get to the point where people have to unite for the greater good. Now, there's a common misconception out there for the fact that people like the Alliance and Horde have to unite to fight a greater evil. It makes it soft. It makes the world kiddie. It makes it not Warcraft.
But that's been happening since vanilla.
Has been. So I don't know, and that's why I'm saying it's a very common misconception that people think World of Warcraft is literally just... They think World of Warcraft is orcs versus humans only. That's literally what they think it is. But the conception of World of Warcraft is the Legion. That is World of Warcraft. It's actually not orcs and humans at all. It's the Legion versus good. And by the way, orcs inherently as people were good people. So it's just cringe in my opinion.
Well, I'm happy that you're
Orcs
finally
must
coming
die.
back to Alliance.
I don't even want to
So I could play my real faction again.
I don't even
This being
wanna
Horde
hear
shit
it.
has been awful, bro.
Anyways, continuing, ladies and gentlemen, so they are making some updates on the details damage meta. Moving into it. Interesting little transmogs here for the ladies out there. If you're a lady in the chat, let's get some ones in the chat. Actually, you don't even have
If
to
you
do
play
that.
a lady as your character, is what he means.
True. You don't need to announce if you're a woman or not. I probably wouldn't if I was you in this chat. You, all those freaky little comeback kids. Get away from them. All jokes aside, though, iron chainmail keenies. So people love this sort of thing. I personally, it just looks like one of those classic early 2000s RPG cosmetics. People love that sort of stuff. Reminds me of like Conan the Barbarian. Love it.
Sky,
Cool.
I saw you wearing that in real life, like yes. Okay.
You were at the Renaissance Festival with me. That's weird. But yeah, cool stuff overall. People are gonna love this stuff. I'm sure every female is gonna be buying this stuff. I mean, it's just cool to have
Every
in general.
female character.
Female character is gonna be buying this stuff. True.
You gotta keep in mind.
Additionally, we also got a first look, ladies and gentlemen, at the December trading posts. We get this once a month, baby. Let's check out some of the new cosmetics. Just a teaser of some of the new stuff coming. Oh, right off the bat, that's an awesome mount. That is a must-buy, in my opinion. That is a fantastic mount. Love that guy. You buying him?
Is that the mount or is that the
No, it's the
monthly
mount.
reward?
Check out what's in stock for December. The Kaluak Cresthorn mount. The Tuskar. Do not call these Cresthorn Kaluak to make. There's a warning. They will not tolerate any more lost pot. Okay. These are kind of cool. I love that little pet there. That's neat. That mount is really badass though. Love the effects on the horns as well. Armor's awesome. Love the fur. High def. 10 out of 10 will buy. Really cool mount as well. Love the little cosmetics here as well. Ooh, check out these weapons, ladies and gentlemen. Some ice daggers. I know we saw this data mine not too long ago. Got a dagger, a little wand here as well. Little two-handed axe action, as well as, I believe that's a warglaive.
Yes,
Very,
it is.
very nice stuff. So all this is really, really, really nice. Very cool themed December trading post. And I'm sure they're also going to add on there some, Christmas-based things. I hope they
You
do the
already see
present.
the candied knife, the tree topper.
Oh, nice. Are they doing that again? Where is that? Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's all coming back. That's awesome. I think I got. Yeah, I love this. I have to click this. I fucking love this model. That's crazy. Merry Christmas. Boom! It just fucking donkey on the head.
I want to see a cool Tyrion warrior.
I want to see a dwarf warrior with the overalls on, with
Oh,
no
yeah.
shirt and
That's
a
actually
white
good.
beard.
It's actually good.
Merry Christmas. Boom! Knock him out. I love that thing. Very, very cool, man. I love stuff like this, man. It makes me get into the holiday season. They got the tree topper. All these are awesome, awesome, awesome. I think I bought all of them last year. I'm definitely going to make sure I buy the rest
Click
of them
the
if I don't.
lovely airy longbow, please.
Okay. What are we looking at here? Anything good? Oh, that's not the Christmas themed one. That's not the Christmas theme one. Can we go back, please?
Please go back.
Alrighty,
Come on.
guys.
Figure it out.
Holy, yo, go back, please. Yo, what is happening? What did they do to me? Okay, man.
Guy, what's going on?
Bro, don't ask me, guys. It's technology, man. Don't blame me. I'm only human. Go all the way down. Okay. I wanted to check out one more thing before we got off this page. I have to find out how to get my hands on that now. Yeah, all these are awesome.
I'll probably buy. I'll be spending some tendies this
The
month.
Great Candied Blade. Check this bad boy out. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool. It's actually cool.
That's crisp. Love that sort of stuff. So, yeah, love that. December trading post is going to be a banger. Absolutely, it always is in December. Additionally, ladies and gentlemen, Blizzard also heard our feedback as well when it comes to transmog in outfits. Very big changes. Cost is going to be reduced by greater than or equal to 60%. 60%. Not only that, a full set at 80 costs around 4,000. 60% off of this will be about 1,000, which I believe that's where it was previously.
Yeah.
Which is still more expensive. I think it's even. I thought it was higher than 930. I thought it was in the thousands, unless I'm just wrong. But additionally, they said they're working on some quick updates on the development and design of new transmog features. We're working on making it so that outfit slots unlocks are warbound wide.
Oh, wow. Nice.
So already confirmed that. So once you buy it, it's there forever. Continue to adjust pricing, include reduction costs to the sets. Full outfit costs about 60% less. Will significantly reduce the cost to unlock slots as well. So not only going to be cheaper, you can get them across your entire account. Not only that, they're planning to increase the total number of outfits from 20 to 50.
Ain't no one need 50 slots.
Now,
That's a lot.
they shut you up permanently. Now we're talking. As always, thank you so much for your feedback. So, very nice. Blizzard farming some W's today. Also, wanted to go through a couple of important Twitter posts. Wanted to dive into today.
Couple of tweets, huh?
Yeah, there was just a couple. Nothing.
But I'm
nothing
gonna be
too
playing a
crazy.
transmog, or a void elf. I think they get cheaper transmog.
Do they really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something interesting is that you can actually cook in your house in World of Warcraft.
Very interesting. Juan, greetings from the middle of the Sunshine State.
Ooh, Juan boy, how we doing?
I think that's Sunshine State. That's Arizona.
Colorado. How do you do? Chilling out. Time to cook, Jesse. That's fucking crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think of the idea of them allowing profession tables in your house?
I think cooking is fine. Cooking is fine, but nothing else.
You don't think anything else?
No, you don't want it to end up like...
Garrisons?
Yeah. Keep it cooking's whatever. No big deal. People can cook. No, I'm just kidding. I know it's Florida, buddy.
That'd be awesome if it fits the design. I'm going to be honest. I think I'm going to go against Lance on this one. I don't think it'd be a big deal to have profession tables inside of housing. I don't think it'd be that big of a deal. As someone who really enjoys crafting a lot and fulfilling orders, I would rather chill at my house rather than in a capital city at times. Well, we are going to Silvermoon, so maybe that will change it, but overall, I'm looking for a reason to be in my house right now.
I'm telling you, you're wrong.
Okay.
Hang out in your neighborhood, bring your friends over, that's it.
Okay. Maybe alchemy as well. Also, maybe smelting, blacksmithing in your backyard. Seems not too outrageous.
Might as well, you know, at that point, maybe some engineering, perhaps some leatherworking.
Oh, I thought this was super funny, so I saw this the other day. I just thought it was funny. I'm not obviously making any jokes, but it was a little meme. This is the Virgin Classic Leveler. Has to walk 30 minutes to get a quest. Can only kill one mob at a time. Needs a full day to level up one level. Will beg people around to help him finish quests. Has ugly gray gear that barely improves him. Will need to drink water every 2 mob kills. And correct me when I say something that isn't true. So weak that he has to pay to learn new spells. What the fuck? Struggle to collect 15 items with a 20% drop chance. Will do annoying and repetitive quests.
Are they going to compare this to anything, or?
No, this is just the Virgin Classic Leveler. Do you like hardcore WoW?
I think this, when they say Virgin, I think they just mean like the first time player. But, I mean, that's the first time you do it, there's something beautiful about that, though, right? Of just being terrible.
Oh.
The old Holy Pally.
That's fucking crazy. LFG. Literally what WoW is supposed to be. You're crazy. Average retail player. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. Stays in the capital waiting for repetitive battlegrounds or mythic dungeons. True. Gameplay consists of farming gold daily to pay the sub. No one ever does that. That's a decent attempt, though. They don't even know what Warcraft has lore. Guys,
Listen.
Do retail players not know World of Warcraft has lore? Weird.
To be fair, most WoW players don't of any version, so.
And I love it. I can't believe I have to take time to travel this world to finish my quest. Traveling the world of Azeroth is the whole point. You're right. You know what? Delete mounts. Delete it. They should have never had mounts in fucking World of Warcraft.
No, but it's maybe the amount of portals is kind of crazy.
No.
Right? Like being able to portal everywhere.
Having flight paths in Classic is stupid.
No, that's good.
No, not according to him. Traveling the world is what makes World of Warcraft Warcraft. Leavable. Broform, what's going on, baby? How we doing? But okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up this segment, man. I said we get into something a little bit more fun.
Before we get into the next segment,
whoa. You can't just do that. Wait.
No, hold on. I got to stop the record.
Okay.
I got to learn this thing, bro.
You stopped it. Have you not heard of Nobble? I definitely has. I definitely have.
He has.
All right.
He has Horrors of Snobbles. What's funny? Wow.
Uh-huh.
Can you play? Go to the next thing.
Oh yeah. Really quick, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to dive into the forum freakout. All right, it's time for the forum freakout, where we pull the wildest, saltiest, and most unhinged takes from the WoW community. From rage posts to Reddit meltdowns, nothing here is safe from the freakout. Let's get into it. Let's get the recording going. I already did it. Okay, no, you just canceled it.
Let me do it, guy.
I mean,
Like,
anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the forum freakout, baby. Time to dive into some of the posts going crazy in the community right now. And just talk about what's going on. Talk about general discussions, community consensus. What's going on? Let's get into it. First up, okay, I'm very confused about the new transmog system. So I go to the transmog guy and I want to just change my appearance, not save any outfit, just change my slots, look, and not save it. How do I do this with the new system? By the way, I will say the new transmog system can absolutely be confusing. I don't really know how to use it, and it was pissing me off when I was using it the other day. So, yes, I could agree. Good take. All over the place. As I understand it, you don't. You buy an outfit slot, first 2 are free, then you choose appearances for that outfit in similar fashion to how you presently use the transmog system. Then you pay 5 times as much as you presently do a transmog set of gear to save the outfit. Then you use that outfit forever for no additional cost. No coming back when you get new gear. Pretty fire. Buy the outfit.
You know, I understand, but what if while I'm leveling, I want to just see the questing gear I have on?
Then you can just right-click it and take it off. Like the outfit thing.
Cool.
Oh.
I like looking like a clown while I'm leveling. Something nice about it, you know?
I don't want to do this. I want to change my individual slots individually, not as an outfit.
Alright. I mean, alright. I mean, you could do that.
Just change the items in the outfit slots you're currently using. That works the same as it does now. The only problem is that the costs are ridiculous. I only change my outfits about once a month. Then doesn't the system better you?
Yeah, I would say.
Then why are we complaining? Okay, very interesting. So when you do that, it'll be more expensive than now, but when you get new gear during that month, you want to transmog that gear. L after L from Blizzard these last 2 weeks. No, definitely not L.
I would disagree with L after L, but I mean, they already fixed that, so, you know, it is what it is.
I only change my transmog once or twice a month across 12 characters. This new system is garbage.
Ooh.
You know what? Brett is funny is right. Blizzard's wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy has how many posts? 38,000 posts? 38,000?
There's no way. There's just no way. I think Brett is funny, doesn't play the game.
Holy shit! This guy has posted on the forums 38,000 times. How many? What? How is that possible? Calculator. Calculator. Open the fucking calculator. 365. Hold on. 38,517 divided by 365. Do you know what that means? You would have to post every day for at least once a day for 105 years for him to reach that number. Let's say twice a day, it would be 50 years. Let's say he posts 10 times a day. It would take him 10 years to get to that.
To be fair, we don't know how long he's been on the forums. So we don't know.
Oh my god. This guy's a fucking animal.
He is level 80. So that's good at least.
This dude is a fucking animal. When's the release date? March 2nd or 3rd?
March 2nd, everyone.
You're right. Since 2004, yo, Gino, that is
And
insane.
and you could probably predict that the pre-patch will be February 3rd. Most likely.
So what I'm hearing is that you don't actually play the game because you're not getting gear upgrades that require you to go back to the transmog guy regularly, especially at the start of a season or expansion. I'm not actually trying to straw man you. I'm trying to show you the example of utility of the new system. I like his transmog. It's really interesting. Of course, it's going to cost more because you have to change it less, and it's free to swap between the outfits. I mean, okay. You set an outfit the way you want it.
Okay.
You can change that set outfit for free whenever you want.
I understand.
How many times do you change your transmog a week? Dude, personally,
once I got my priest transmog, I haven't changed it since.
dude, I change mine like 5 times a week.
You're
I like
insane.
looking different whenever I log in.
Okay, you're weird.
Depends on really how I'm feeling. You know?
All right.
I'm feeling like a baddie.
Don't do that ever again, please.
That's what I'm smelling. It works just as it does now, except the slot is being transmogged, not the item. Yeah, okay. This guy's actually trolling. It's very simple, bro. Just transmog the outfit slot, and this guy's absolutely
Red
freaking
is
out.
funny, has around 16k achievement points according to the WoW site. So one could surmise they began around 10 years ago, maybe a
Yo.
bit more, and started posting 10
These
times a
Karth.
day from the get-go.
5 posts a day for 20 years. Yeah, this guy is a fucking animal. This guy has been posting since LeBron's been in the NBA. Yo, this guy's a dog. I'm calling it right now. Nickname for next expansion will be Mid. Based on everything we keep being given, that's totally the definition of what it looks like. Honestly, Blizz should have known better. I mean, no one is calling it MN. No, you
But
just say
it's
midnight.
already one word. Just
Yeah.
say midnight. It's already one word. Like,
You didn't need to abbreviate something that's one word. You call mop because it's 3 words. Mystic Pandaria is too long. Like, you just say mop. BC, Wrath.
it's actually TBC. It's The Burning Crusade.
Yeah, I guess you're right. TBC, Kata. You don't need to abbreviate
But I guess
midnight.
Kata did become... It was Cataclysm and it became Kata.
I guess.
So maybe we're both dumb. I don't
Mid
know.
was okay. No, it just doesn't even flow off the
No,
tongue.
you're
right.
gonna say midnight.
Yeah, it's just midnight. I say War Within. I don't say TWW.
No, I've never
in my life said that shit.
I've
Just
never
say
said
the
TWW.
War Within.
I don't know why. But I
Dragonflight.
guess, but you know what? TWW doesn't flow off the tongue.
DF doesn't either. Shadowlands SL doesn't. You just say Shadowlands.
Yeah.
Just say fucking midnight. Great detective work. Yo, that's crazy. I'll probably just call it midnight since I don't want to sound like a brain rot teenager. People have already been calling it that. You're late to the party. By the way, he's 100% right. I could upset that. Okay, mid, right? At least it rhymes. Train wreck might be more appropriate. All right, settle down. Man, I love people. People are crazy, bro. Form freak out is the best. I've had a lot of fun on the beta. Let me put it like this. I rarely do things that not have tangible, keepable reward for me. For me to still be playing a beta a weekend is something is right. Yeah, I call it Minnesota. That's crazy. I feel a bit like I'm the only one not worried about the combat changes. I've played just so many games over the years with every type of combat imaginable to the point I don't think it matters what kind really, as long as it's smooth and the game is fun. I also feel like in spite of what Blizzard said, the pruning won't be as severe as most people imagine. Maybe I'm wrong though. I don't know. Haven't bothered with the beta. As someone who has played every DPS spec on the beta, the pruning is a major W. It feels fantastic. And as someone who loves the game, you know, and fell in love with it for the gameplay,
I do not say New Jersey, I say Jersey.
Joyzy. Hold on, Epstein, that's crazy. I'm not lazy enough to have to drop a syllable. Angel Raven, oh, buddy boy. I don't know, man. I'm just... Mid is fine, but might is better.
I'm not gonna call it might, bro.
I gotta get the fuck off the forums, man. They've overdone it with Feral bit. They're almost there, but they took too much. You think they took too much? What did they take from Feral? Adaptive Swarm? What else? I don't even know. What did they take from Feral? I thought they just put their quality of life up. And then gave them better energy.
What
fucking
didn't they take?
Regeneration. Thrash? Oh, yeah, but if you there's a talent where Swipe combines with Thrash. That's one AoE button. At the end of the day, you have an AoE Feral Frenzy now. You still have AoE Bite. I mean, it's just tied to Swipe now with a talent. It's not that big of a deal. I know, but it feels really weird. Yeah, you know what I would do? I'd just take the Swipe and put it on the Thrash button as well. Just have 2 of the keys. Don't change your rotation. You'll be perfectly fine. I've hasn't done that. Yo, I will say, though, you want to talk about over pruning? I logged on to Fire Mage today.
I knew it, bro. Stop.
I did it again.
Stop.
I tried again. No, hold on. You have fucking 3 buttons. I'm not kidding.
I'm gonna try it. I bet you I enjoy it.
Yo, it's Fireball, Fire Blast, and Pyroblast. That's it. If you're playing Frostfire. No, if you're playing Frostfire.
What about Flame Strike?
You don't pick Flame Strike in Frostfire. Because if the more Pyroblast you shoot out, you build stacks up to a free meteor that comes down, and that's more AoE DPS because you're also spreading your ignites in single target. So it's fucking absolutely terrible. Fire Mage is a disaster. They destroyed that spec. This guy's Transmog is the reason I play World of Warcraft right here.
His name is Dirty Boy. I mean... Yeah.
What the fuck?
100%.
I can't post photos of the new damage meter in game due to my trust level being number 2 on the forums right now, but it looks amazing. Very clean, easy to understand, and functional. Yeah, I will say the visuals of the damage meter actually look really good, but holy shit, the functionality is absolutely horrid. It's the worst shit they've ever added ever in World of Warcraft so far. So
the worst shit they've ever added ever.
In terms of UI functionality, it is the worst shit they've ever added. Ever. It's horrible. Horrible.
The worst ever.
It's worse than the classic World of Warcraft auction house.
Enough. Scott.
Have you ever used classic WoW auction house?
I'm gonna contact my guy at Blizz, and I'm letting him know
that
they're
you
not
stole
a
a suit today. I'm gonna let him know.
I deserve that one.
Suit.
But just so you know, FYI, I took this out of Dad's closet, dumbass.
It's the same thing with Shadow losing Shadow Ward Pain for a time. It doesn't seem big on paper, but it feels big.
Yeah, there's no way you could remove Shadow Ward Pain from Shadow. That was the dumbest thing they ever thought to do. How in the world could you take back a Priest first Shadow ability they've ever gotten, ever? You can't take that away. It's too iconic.
I don't know.
Even if Misery has made it almost obsolete, there's still times in Raid you press it because you're moving. You don't take that shit away.
There's a lot of key abilities in World of Warcraft you do not touch. Judgment, you don't touch that for Paladin. Ever. You never touch it. Warrior, you never touch something like Charge. Shadow Priest, I would say Shadow Ward Pain. What the fuck are we doing?
The only other one I could think of would be like Mind Blast, but
you don't touch that.
You definitely don't, but like...
That's like taking aim shot from Marksman. You don't touch it.
Yeah, get rid of that shit. Don't you remember in Wrath, they just had Chimera shot instead?
Alright, bro, settle down.
It was goated.
Shit was good, though. Multifunctional as well. God damn, what a strong ability. Broken as fuck. Super
great ability.
Broken.
Yeah, great
Instant
ability.
too, right?
Yeah.
What a fucking joke. Who balanced that
I liked it better in Kata when you just had both.
Joke. Can you split it into 2 windows and watch damage and interrupts at the same time? Yes. OP is a no stir of the pot. Okay. Report and move on, people. It's trash. What?
Bait. That's bait. You're not in the forums enough to know, huh?
That's fucking crazy. I still want to know, though. Okay. So he's trolling and thinks it looks really bad. He got me. All right. You got me, dirty boy. Donut shop. Oh, whoopsies. Let's go through one more of these bad boys really quick, ladies and gentlemen. Last form freak out of the night. Mythic Plus, I just want to be able to play. Why did they design such a competitive and complex system where only the best rated or correct spec / role gets to play? That's definitely not true. 100%. The rating, maybe. Yeah, that's definitely tough. Spec and role, not true. I spend 4 to 8 hours a...
Go ahead.
Wait a second. Let me get this right. You spend 4 to 8 hours a day sitting in LFG clicking refresh for Mythic Plus? Are you out of your fucking mind? You run Mythic Plus 4 to 8 hours a day?
No. He spends 4 to 8 hours a day in LFG.
Clicking refresh?
Yeah.
Chat, this is absolute insanity.
No, drummer guy. I think he means that 100%.
There's no way.
Definitely not.
I rarely actually play the dungeons and just sit around either waiting to be accepted or finding the right key level and dungeon we need. There are too many barriers. Has to be the right key level, the dungeon, the role, the rating, the right group utility, etc. That's just building a functional group to a specific dungeon that's looking for your needs. That's
What?
every dungeon ever in World of Warcraft.
But then why doesn't he, like, I have a solution. Make your own key.
By the way, that's literally what I do. The person is doing it so wrong, it's really actually sad. Maybe that guy has mental health issues.
Probably.
Oh my god. You might be right, Jack. I unfortunately can understand this as I know people who push. I tried myself and it was almost something like that. Yeah, it's fucking torture. I'll never push Mythic Plus. I did it in Season 2, got like 32 or 33, and I couldn't do it anymore. I gave up. I was torture. The game is just too freaking hard to actually play.
Gobble gobble.
Feels like I'm just waiting away at the time with no productivity. Not everyone has a pre-made ready to go.
I got your ass. You laughed. You fucking laughed. At the gobble.
Just give us LFG with auto queue option already. I think, by the way, I still don't mind the idea of a solo queue Mythic Plus system. I actually don't. I think it'd be pretty cool. Just fuck it. It's better than getting a group together. That shit is torture. LFG me up. Solo queue Mythic Plus. Would you guys be willing to do solo queue Mythic Plus? Yes or no?
Yeah, but you just have to do something where it's like, unless, if a key's going bad, unless, how many? What is it for League? How many people need to actually click yes to surrender?
I think it's 4 out of 5.
Okay. So make it so like they have to.
I think they already have that.
Yeah, but if you try to just leave, or if you abandon the queue or whatever it is, just like League, you can't. You can't queue for a while. That's it.
I mean, it's just very obvious. You go through ranking systems.
Yeah, it's rating.
Yeah, it's just rating, yeah.
It's rating, bro. That's it.
They already have a solo queue for rated arenas, so why not Mythic Plus? I don't think it'd be a big issue. Even like, fuck it.
Then people would say, yeah, but now the actual LFG system is dead. Who gives a shit?
By the way, that definitely would not be the case because they're like, it's the same concept for arenas. Solo queue arenas is there.
3v3 is usually, that ladder's pretty dead.
No, it's not. Are you fucking crazy?
No, you're wrong.
No, you're
not,
wrong. No, absolutely not. You go in the looking for group tab for arenas to look for a team. There's dozens.
John, you are correct. The queue system doesn't fix the underlying problem, and there will still be a queue. But there's no discrimination.
Actually,
and 2, it's not the same thing as like a solo shuffle, because there's just not that many people queuing at all for solo shuffle. There would be a lot of people queuing Mythic Plus solo shuffle. I would.
I would for
I
sure.
would queue it.
It's better than going down a list of fucking things and just getting denied every 2 seconds. And that's coming from someone that usually has substantially more rating than the guy I'm signing up for. So like, oh no, Kuzi. Oh no, Kuzi, what are your thoughts? Solo queue Mythic Plus system. Yes or no? I need it coming from the Mythic Plus god himself. Talk to me. I'm gonna see myself out. All right, I'll see you guys later. The game is too freaking hard to actually play. I feel like I'm just waiting away at the game, no productivity. To give us LFG with an auto queue. I think most people would agree that playing and getting even a chance to play is better than just constant declines. AOC, that's crazy. If I want constant rejection, I'll go do the dating apps. Bring on the solo queue for mythics. That's crazy, Steve. Holy shit. That is so funny. Just join the comeback kids and chill. True. Then just run your key and invite the first people who apply. How would that feel? Bro, I'm going to be honest. I never sign up for anything. 95% of the time, I am doing my own key and just spamming it at whatever level it is. Let's just say 10s through 12s constantly at the start of the season. And I'm literally just doing the same dungeons down the line. Whatever the key is, I get it. Bada bing, bada boom. And that's about it. They did pretty well with the Overwatch matchmaking. Just allow for similar... I couldn't speak on that. You get what you get when you queue, but everyone is qualified since they're a similar base rating. It's the love-hate gambling of the game that will make it exciting. And what... I mean, it's the same concept as solo queue.
Well, the only thing is, like... So, the players at a specific rating through solo queue, and your solo queue rating would have to be different from your main, right? But if you're at a rating, it's probably because you earned it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you could just sit there and get lucky and queue all day, even if you suck, and just get lucky with 4 other people who kind of carry you. But how often will that happen? I don't know. There's going to be people who just can queue all day, sure.
Tell you what.
But most people would be of similar skill.
Tell you what, when you do get in a group, you're going to be fucking right on trying to kick and do all these things because you're trying to make sure you clear the dungeon to get your rating up. Like, I feel like the risk reward is a lot better than just making your own key and bringing in the all-stars to carry you. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a much different feeling. If you consider how dumbass simple keys are, scaling mechanic-wise, solo queue is not that bad. Keys aren't a challenge for the loot they provide at all, so why not make it for free? I would love it.
And maybe... I don't know how... Well, I'm sure they're going to be... Once they, like... If they were to ever put it in, people would want a solo queue title, right? So, like, the person who got the highest rating in solo queue would want the rank 1 title or whatever it is and shit like that. But most people would probably try to just stick around the 10s to 12s still. Which, by this point in the season in The War Within, those are a joke anyway, right?
Bro, Season 3 was... I was doing 10s within the first week.
Yeah.
Like, within, like, maybe the first reset window. I definitely did 110 for the first, what do you call it? Vault. And I already got a mythic piece week 1. By the time I was in the second week, I had my 2 set, and my damage was substantially higher. By the end of the second week, I had my 4 set from raiding and doing everything, and I was just... I mean, ask Kuzi, Arcane Mage, and he was playing, I don't even remember, maybe Dev? I don't know, but... He was playing something. We were hopping in 10s and 12s fucking within a week. Getting crazy gear. Filling up a vault with full mythic slots. I mean, I got my mage geared so fucking fast. It was too easy. So, when it comes to scaling...
this was the easiest...
Yeah, it was the easiest season ever. Yeah, it was...
Good night, Gino.
Much love, Gino, dude. God bless. Thanks for hanging out. I think they need to completely tune us back down. It was way too easy to get to 10s. Like, that whole...
Well, I have a feeling this first season for Midnight is gonna be eye-opening for people again. A lot of changes, right? I'm not gonna have all these add-ons kind of helping out. People are gonna have to get used to it.
Drummer Guy, that's a pretty good point. What about solo queue up to a certain level, but you can't go past 12s? Then once you get 12s, you gotta start making your own.
So that was my initial thought, but people are gonna want to try to see how high they could push with randoms. Right, like that's a crazy test of skill, if you can.
Yeah. Super low scaling for Season 2, but with the Omega insane tier sets of Season 3, so it was just too much again. Some tier sets were like 20% of overall damage. Solo queue should not end up with 3k rating.
Well, they gotta make it a separate rating, I would think, Kuzi. Like your solo queue rating would be completely separate from your main rating.
Yeah, Mace Garth also. Affliction Lock feels pretty good. The only stiff thing, once again, is spreading your agony. Corruption's easy. You just see the corruption one time. When you want some on-demand AoE damage, you still see the corruption. When you need, priority damage, you unstable affliction. AoE, you have the new, what's the ability? It's like the channel. Really, really good ability, but still, the stiff thing is spreading your agony. Single target, they feel great. Spread like 2-3 target cleave, they feel great. Other than that, oh, Vile Taint? Yeah, fucking gone. Nuked. It doesn't exist anymore.
Will you put in Mythic Rating solo queue too then? Probably not. Getting 20 people to do that would be hard. Yeah, probably that would probably be too hard to do.
You shouldn't get beyond +6 keys on solo queue Mythic Plus. You still get hero gear easily. Similar to Delves, at some point you should put some effort in.
Well, there is some effort where you're going to have to play good, and you're going to have to also hope that you're grouped with people who are
Fucking competent.
and didn't just get their rating from getting lucky and getting carried, right?
Yeah. I agree. Are we on to stories next?
I think we could read a story or two.
Yeah, we have about 15 minutes.
Yeah, so let's read. I could send you a couple of the shorter ones here. I have a few stories, but guys, if your story doesn't get picked for tonight, we will do more stories come Saturday, and I'm not trying to throw any shade at anyone.
Oh, really quick, guys. I have to do this. Gotta show some love. If you guys are interested in supporting the Comeback Kids, getting some new, I guess, merch, check out the new release trailer. Boom. You guys heard the freaking merch trailer, man. Absolutely insane production, insane value went into that. Shout out to Lance for getting the camera guy over, to the house here. Showed some love to me, Lance, my lady in there. If you guys are interested, man, we have been selling shirts. We sold over 65 officially this last week. Over 65 shirts total. Absolutely insane. If you guys are interested, go check it out. We have a lot of happy customers. We also have bundles on there for a ton of savings right before the holiday season. Show some love and, support the community. You don't got to donate or give money. You can get something in return. Really, really good stuff. Lance, can we get these stories going? What are we thinking?
Yeah, I sent them to you on Discord. I sent you two that aren't too long. We can get through them.
Okay, let me see.
You can pick either one first. Oh, that second one's still loading, but
okay, so this one first.
Yeah, that's the first one we're going with.
Will, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Hello, baby. Thank you. No 30-minute one? Nice. Oh, shit. Imagine.
This first story is going to be from a community member that I'm sure a lot of you
Hold
know.
on, one second. All right, it's time for the week. Sorry about that.
Wait.
Okay.
Am I good to go?
Yeah. Can you read that or no?
You zoom in a little. That should be fine. This first story is from a community member who actually was gracious enough to gift 5 subs today. Or was it 10? I don't remember if he was the 10 or the 5, but he gifted some subs this evening.
Wow.
Sent me in this story. You know him as the Last Paragon.
Ooh, Paragon.
So let's get to it, everyone. Guys, let's take a minute. You know what? For this one, maybe we should. You want to play the memory lane? Because kind of like a trip down memory lane we're going, right?
I guess.
And then hit the record on that.
All right, let's take a quick stroll down memory lane where we revisit iconic moments from WoW, old YouTube gems, and the legendary clips that shaped the game we all fell in love with. Now, let's jump right into it. Oh, memory lane action, baby! Ladies and gentlemen, let's dive into the story. I'll leave Lance with the mouse and let's
gotta be
let's
on
get
this.
cozy.
Right there.
Let's dive in.
Flashback to 2005. At the time, I was no more than 10 years old and really starting to get into gaming. Or at least I thought so, because I was just doing fishing and fighting crabs on RuneScape and playing Star Wars Battlefront. Star Wars Battlefront. Epic. A day? Anyway, my dad came home one day saying he had gotten me a new game to try that I've never heard of before called World of Warcraft. And it was meant to be played on the computer. That within itself was new to me outside of RuneScape. But hey, I'm 10 and know it all, so what would be the big deal? Boy, was I in for it. Mind you, this is 2005 and my dad had a pre-built 1990 to 91 computer that barely had enough RAM and graphics to do solitaire, let alone play WoW. But we were going to figure it out. I logged in and got met with the most amazing cinematic that immediately made me fall in love with this game. Now for the character creation. I was so stressed on what to even make. Undead? Sweet. Dwarf? Absolutely. Human? So I finally settled for a Tauren hunter. Once I logged in, I got greeted with the backstory of the Tauren, then finally was able to move around and see the world for the first time.
You know, really quick, statistically speaking, Tauren Hunter is the least played race class combination in all of classic World of Warcraft that last go around. You know that?
That's actually insane.
So the fact that he picked that was incredibly rare.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know, I almost went in 2019. I almost went Tauren hunter.
Yeah. So
We went Horde. That was what I was going to be.
really crazy choice to be able to pick that. Sorry, go for it.
For the first time, immediately I was in love and there was no looking back. Just kidding. Someone put up a duel against me. I accepted, not knowing what was going to happen. Needless to say, I lost. Then somehow a mob attacked me and I died. I was so devastated because, again, I was coming from RuneScape and thought I just lost everything I had. I had nothing, by the way. I was like level 4. And so I did the most logical thing. Delete the character and make a new one. And try not to die. This time, I made a dwarf hunter named Best Warrior. And the rest became history. Fast forward to about level 20. I figured out dying wasn't the end at this point. I met a few awesome people along the way, namely a dwarf warrior named Gunny and a human warlock named Ethan. We had the bright idea to make two 40-man raid groups and travel from Ironforge all the way to Undercity, not knowing what we would come across. The furthest any of us have made it was around the wetlands or near Stormwind, so this was all new to us. We traveled all across the Eastern Kingdoms, going through the Arathi Highlands, all of the Loch Modan, through to the Dalaran Crater. It was simply amazing, and it felt like nothing like it. Like I was discovering a new world through the eyes of a kid, and I loved it. Now BC just came out, so we're fast forwarding here. Now BC just came out. I got my hands on the new expansion and just had to make a new character. A Blood Elf Hunter, wow. Sensing a theme here. At the time I was almost 12 and was absolutely immersed in this game. I'd stay up late playing and every weekend I would stay up throughout the night to play. I was on top of the world. Until my dad got the worst phone call we could have gotten. My sister, the one I looked up to my whole life and the one I would want to spend all my time with when I could, committed, don't want to say that word just in case, but oh man. At 24, it was easily the darkest time in my life, and it was something no person, especially a child, should have to go through. And I just want to stop this story. It seems for some people maybe this is happening. For anyone this has happened to, this is something I've not personally felt. But you know, I think we've all, at least most of us, if you're an adult, have dealt with loss. Not the same. And it's awful, but I feel your pain. Not in the same way, of course, but I feel, and I can only imagine losing Sky would be devastating. So that's awful.
Yeah, loss is one of those important things in life that no matter what, everyone has to go through, right? And I think what's so tough about loss is, it feels like something's stripped from you. It feels like something's taken. But what's important about loss is that it reminds you that you're a human being. And it reminds you that, whatever your beliefs are, whatever, but you only have your life to live, and that's it. So it reminds you to cherish who you have in your life, whether it be friends, family. Some people, it's animals and dogs
Community.
and pets. For some people, I was just going to say, like us, is communities. Like, life is very well reminded constantly when you experience loss and tragic passings. So, for example, I can't speak on everyone. Maybe if you're lucky enough to not have experienced loss or pain like that before, it's a life-changing experience, and it changes the way you are as a man or a woman. And I hope that whoever's dealing with said loss, I hope you end up okay. And just know to remember that experiencing that loss helps you remind you of the good that life can bring you, and has you cherish those closest to you then. Usually loss brings people closer together,
I would say so.
Usually.
Yeah.
I was just going to highlight the words. Where's my mouse? Okay. Right here.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah. This was easily the darkest time in my life, and it was something...
Highlight for the viewer.
It was easily the darkest time in my life, and it was something no person, especially a child, should have to go through at 12. I had to grow up with my family and make sure they were taken care of, to make sure they were going to be okay. I had to put the game to the side to somehow be an adult for the adults in the house. A few weeks go by and I decided to start playing again, but this time it was back to my Dwarf Hunter. In a way, the Blood Elf Hunter I made was too hard to play since I was on that character when we got the phone call. This time though, it's like the world looked different. It looked, felt, and acted more colorful, more immersive, more fun. That's when I realized this was more than a game. It was an escape from all of the hurts and all of the noise of the real world.
Let me ask you all this question. Those of you in the chat, let's see. We have 20 people over on Twitch, and we have we got 37 over on YouTube. How many of you in this chat right now have used World of Warcraft as an escape to get away, or at least not constantly remind yourself of some sort of troubles going on in your life currently, or maybe that has happened? Because I'll be the first one to say, I use World of Warcraft every other day to do it. Every other day, the stresses of life, or work and jobs and family, and I use it to get away, and I experience a whole world that I can escape from and get out of from, and get away from my tragedies and my struggles, and I think that's what makes World of Warcraft so special for a lot of individuals. It's a very cool thing to have, and it's a very I would just say it's
crazy.
I play WoW to stress myself out. Yeah, some people do, but I don't know. Just wanted to say that and ask if that's how you guys felt.
I use WoW to get away from the stress of life. Yeah, and I think a lot of people do that. It's
For sure, Anthony Box.
especially for well, I keep saying especially shit. But for the people who have been playing like the same character for so long, you get to go into that character, and maybe your character doesn't, they don't have those problems.
For sure.
And they're big and strong, and you get to be a hero for a little bit. Does anyone remember that documentary?
Eblin.
Yeah, The Secret Life of Eblin.
Or Eblin. Whichever one of
Yeah.
those.
I don't know how to
However you
pronounce the name,
it,
but I remember watching that, and it was like, obviously not to the same extent, but he couldn't really move his body so well. So when he went into to Azeroth, it was like that was his life. But there's times where it's like, yeah, I get to go and just be this character.
No, absolutely.
And it's beautiful.
It's just great. It's a great way to get out.
That's when I realized this was more than a game. It was an escape from all of the hurt and all of the noise of the real world. Throughout the following years, especially in high school and getting into my own, I began to fully understand what this game had to offer. This game was way more than what it originally was to me. It was something where my thoughts and loss of my sister, getting away from all of the hurt from relationships or family, just melted away.
Mm-hmm.
It, in a way, saved me from myself. It helped me through my depression spells, my anxiety, my occasional thoughts. It really became a saving grace. It especially helped me during Wrath of the Lich King, when I really began to raid and I was in the thick of high school. Whenever I had a rough day at school or after a football practice, all I had to do was log in and hop into raid, and next thing you knew, I was a hunter. Man, you really love them hunters, huh? I was a hunter fighting the undead at the Wrathgate or taking down the Lich King. WoW may just be a simple game for most, but to me it is something so much more. Like every time I log in, that 10-year-old kid that first hopped on comes back. Even for a moment, all of the joy, all of the fun times, all of the friends along the way just get to come back while I'm playing. Fast forward to now. I'm almost 31 with 3, 4th on the way.
Wow.
Congrats on that. Beautiful kids, an amazing wife, and still the amazing passion I have for this game. Throughout the years, I've battled depression, anxiety, loss, and even grief. And yet somehow every time, WoW is my solace. It brings peace during hard times, brings joy when it's hard to find some, and always brings some amazing memories. Every time I log in, I always think about some amazing friends I've made on here. Leonidas, a human paladin, who made me into a hardcore raider and officer of a guild we created on Nazgril. Hunt for a Realm First heroic, Throne of Thunder, Siege of Orgrimmar raids being one. Kai, an AFK, who was always AFK, a human mage, and Leo's wife always being there for me during hard times when I was down about my sister or in general.
Wow.
There are so many people I can name and so many stories I could tell. That's the beauty of it. None of this would have been possible without this game. These friendships, these memories, all of it from WoW.
From WoW.
Today, I still have some amazing people I've been able to meet. I found Sky and Lance at the beginning of the War Within, and they accepted me into the Comeback Kids without hesitation. And have been an absolute blast being a part of this group. Being able to meet Kiko and Lily has been awesome as well. Can't help but love to talk to them, just hang out. Evo has become my rival, but also someone I love to talk to and hang out with. This game to me isn't just a game. It's somewhere where if I need a laugh, an escape, or just have fun with some amazing people, where I go. So no matter where this game goes, how long it lasts, or how old I'll get, you could catch me in here beating Evo on the damage chart, available on my Demon Hunter. On any damage chart available on my Demon Hunter.
Wow. What a freaking story. I love it, man. I freaking love this segment, dude. Let's give some love, man. Let's give some love to Last Paragon. Last Paragon, you in here?
I saw him in here a second ago.
I think you're in here. Yeah, there you are. Man, show some love, guys. Let's get some hearts in the chat, man. Show some hearts. Spam the hearts in the chat right now. Show some love to him right now, dude. Listen, I don't know about you guys, but as a man, I really don't like to talk about things that much. I don't really talk about troubles or stresses or worries to anybody, even to my own lady, even to my own brothers. I don't really talk. I just, bite it and just move on. That's just what men are supposed to do sometimes, But
no, that's what you think they're supposed to do.
Yeah,
it's actually not true.
My point is,
It's actually not supposed to do.
Is to be able to, process all of this, put it on paper, and throw it out there for your community that you love and world to see. It's incredible. It's incredible, and I envy it. I think you are an absolute badass. Awesome, man. Awesome. You got all the little ones with you now. You got your lady. Incredible story. I love doing this segment. And remember, guys, if you're interested in telling your story, I had a chance at winning a BlizzCon ticket. There's 2 tickets to be given away. Send them to Lance, the Comeback Kids, over on Discord. DM it to him. and tell us your story on why you fell in love with WoW, why you love it so much, why you're so passionate about it, and you have a chance at winning.
Yeah, I also want to say, even if you don't want the ticket because maybe it's not possible for you to go to BlizzCon with or without a ticket, you can still send your submission in.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll still read it.
Yeah.
You know, you could just let me know whether you want the ticket or not in the DM. No worries.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
we'll still read it eventually on this show.
We love you too, Last Paragon, man. That was an awesome story. And I'm just, I know I say it all the time. I'm not really a guy to really BS or beat around the bush too much. Like, I say what's in my heart immediately, even if it's like emotional. But man, I couldn't be more happy with the community heading into a new expansion. So happy. Couldn't be happier. I'm so excited to get into a new expansion and dive into everything and go there as a community. And then we have BlizzCon next year. I mean, holy shit. And before you know it, that expansion is going to be flying by.
Is that rain?
I don't know. I don't think so. But expansion is going to be flying by, and then, BlizzCon is going to be here. So, I'm so excited to go there, meet some of you all who are going. Really, really special time. And since it's Thanksgiving, I'm also very, very thankful. Thank you guys so much for everything in the community, man. You guys are truly what makes all this special. So, what I have to say. Lance, anything?
Yeah, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to have the community we do. And listen, guys, we understand, maybe there's not a million of you in this chat, but that doesn't matter. We appreciate everyone who comes in here.
Nah, man. Listen, through the slower times, that's when the real people come out. Listen, there's no difference in our show in the way we act, talk, or produce something for you guys, because I know the same, 40, 50, 60, 70 people who are here every Wednesday, Saturday are always going to be here, and those are the people that I'm really putting the show on for. Streams don't really make us money. We're here just for our Comeback Kids community 2 times a week, Wednesday, Saturday night. It's literally what me and Lance dedicate this time for, is for you guys, because we're trying any way to give back, because you guys are the best. We couldn't do it without you. No way around it. BlizzCon is the reason I will be making another attempt to climb the AWC tourney ladder next X-Pack. Wow, there's nothing quite like the BlizzCon stage when it comes to playing. That's insane. Incredible. I'd love to keep up with your journey. Holy. Teach me everything
Looks
PvP.
like I'll be seeing you at BlizzCon next year, buddy.
Yeah, for real. Huge Thanksgiving shout out to Lance and Sky and the entire Comeback Kids family. You guys have made my year and brought me back to this game in such a great way. Thank you. Thank you, Ramfists, honestly. And shout out to all of you guys. Remember, man, happy Thanksgiving. Give a happy Thanksgiving in the chat, guys. Show some love to your fellow community, to your fellow guilds, the fellow Comeback Kids next to you, to your left and right. Happy Thanksgiving. You have to remember what it's all about. It's about being grateful and thankful for what you have in your life. Some people don't have anything, dude. Some people struggle with a lot and they don't have much. So you gotta show love when you have it, even if you may not have too much yourself, Always show love, be thankful, be grateful, be happy for what you have, and envision more, and always just put that mindset out there.
And really just remember, guys, there's always time for a comeback.
Hey, listen, I didn't say it. He did. It's never too late, ladies and gentlemen. God bless every single one of you. Have a beautiful Thanksgiving tomorrow with your family or whoever. If you guys want to send some of your pictures of you and the family, the food, whatever, send them in the Discord. I'll be sending them tomorrow. God bless every single one of you. My name is Sky from the Comeback Kids.
I'm Lance, and
we'll see you guys in the next one.
how about them Cowboys?
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. God bless.